So tonight the general process of the session was to revisit some work we've done in our last session on some draft vision. And we had 8 draft visions that teams had worked on last time. And so we were asked to come back and work on those, to refine them and to try to sort of pick out the really important, vital parts of all of that, to then put that into one draft vision that could speak sort of on behalf of the group as it thought of the vision for the community of Surf Coast Shire. And also part of the group was doing work on some principles as well, and these principles would sit behind this draft vision. So we're now at a stage where on Saturday we're going to take those drafts, further refine them, and if we're very lucky and we all work really hard, we'll come to some final visions, one final vision and some final principles to support that vision. I think something that stood out for me was a real sense in a lot of the themes that were coming up from people, and the things that seemed to sort of float to the top of their minds as far as what was really important to them, was about community and future, and sort of thinking about bringing everyone together and along for a journey into the future where the diversity of the community was respected and celebrated, the land and the natural environment was protected, and also that the First Nations people who were here before anybody else were also honoured and respected, as we also then look to the future and the future generations as well. So quite a sort of a broad, mature sort of way of thinking about community, not just where am I right now and what matters to me as an individual. So it was really lovely to see that. I think the thing I'm most sort of interested in and looking forward to is seeing how the work that this group has done finds its expression in policies and plans that come from the council. So we're really keen that we see that reflected, this work reflected. So that's an important sort of an outcome for me. And one thing that I'm really looking forward to continuing in this process is meeting a lot of wonderful, interesting people who are passionate about making a difference and a contribution to community. It's wonderful. I think for someone who wasn't necessarily interested in getting involved in community or in a process like this, where they might have a bit of a say in what happens in a community in the future, I think it's really important to note that everyone has something valuable to say, because all of our experiences and our wisdom and our knowledge is unique to us, but also will have some connection to what's going on for other people and will resonate in some way. And every person is really important, and the voices that sometimes are the ones that we don't hear quite so much of, sometimes are the ones that we need to hear more of, because there's great learning and sort of intelligence and wisdom in that place. So I'd say for people who are sort of wondering or hesitant, get involved and just jump in, and you'll probably have a great time and do some great work.